Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Ferreira. Thank you so much for joining me today. Um, for those of you that are not familiar with CIS, we are the only local lead service in this regional area. If you're using another lead service, it is a national-based company. They're located out of this area and tend to miss out on the local projects. That's why local contractors that you probably are familiar with are using our website. The way that we get our information is we have about 40 inside and outside reporters that hunt down all of our projects. We cover private new construction as well as all of the public bids. So we split up our team so that the private work, which I'm sure, as you know, is the hardest information to come by. We start with planning boards, the Department of Building, the city planning commissions, all kind of the same premise, but you have to get approvals through them first before you build a building. So that's how we find out what's being built. And then we're chasing the project every step of the way until it's completed. On the public side, we have our reporters that are going to bid openings, that are going to owners and engineers to get all of our information. So for today's demo, we are actually concentrating on paving projects. So everybody that's on this call is either the territory that they are interested in is either North Jersey, Lower Hudson, which is Orange, Rockland, and Westchester, and New York City. So we are looking at 3 different territories today. To save some time, I actually already have my reports created, and we're just going to kind of go through the paving project reports in each of those territories, just to kind of touch on it, show you what we're reporting on. But really, this is just an introduction to a demo. For anybody that's interested, I would say we could set up a demo personally so that we can look at the projects that are more relevant to what your company does, because you might not just do paving, you might want to look at some other projects as well. So if I start here with New Jersey paving report, I just quickly want to show you, we can modify this report, but these are all of the words that we are actually looking for. So in the project. So we've got a couple of things in here. Here's paving listed here. So it's going to be all those different types of projects that we get to take a look at. So there are 106 projects that are new and updated that's what's out to bid right now. And everything you can see is in bid date order. So these are projects that are bidding today and tomorrow. Here's the different locations. Here's the different types of projects, the name of the projects. But every one of these projects has at least one of the words that's in the report, either in the title or in the project description itself. So let's take a look and see what we want to look at. Let's see. We've got Myrtle Ave road improvements. We've got projects in, let's see, Englewood. I'm going to go all the way down. I'm just scrolling just to show you what it is that we have. Let's take a look at this one in Edgewater. So this is what your public format looks like. Your bid date is August 30th. This is the Borough of Edgewater. It's letting you know that there is an SBE, an MBE, and a WBE goal. There's New Jersey prevailing wage, And then here are some of our highlighted words. So milling and paving. And then if we click on the quantities, this is telling you exactly, if you guys do, curbing, concrete sidewalks, but here's 6,100 square yards of HMA milling, asphalt, aggregate, all of the information that you need to know before you even decide to pick up plans on this project. It's telling you exactly what's in this job. So this is one of the great benefits of CIS, is being able to see these quantities before anything else. Unfortunately, I'm sure, as you all know, there are lots of owners in New Jersey that don't release plan holders, and unfortunately, this is one of those owners. However, our clients can still add themselves to be seen as a plan holder if they are holding plans, but at least again, the quantities. That's really, really important. It's, allowing you to know exactly what's in that project before you go any further. So there are, again, 106 projects, a lot to look through. We're just trying to touch on something in each of our territories so that we know, exactly what's bidding. So, excuse me, for the bid results, these are a few projects that bid yesterday. So if we click on the first one, we can see this job was in the city of Plainfield. Again, you've got, your quantities on this project, traffic striping, there's even tree replacement, traffic cones, etc. And then you've got your bid results. So this is Sifeli & Son is the low bidder at 500,000. Then you've got Top Line and CMS. So it's just showing you how everybody bids. Is anybody leaving, money on the table, or is anybody underbidding? And then if we look at Sifeli & Son, this brings you to their profile, but it's a really good way to keep track of your competitors. If you are a subcontractor and you bid to general contractors, you can see exactly what it is that they're working on. So before they even reach out to you, you can call them and say, hey, I see that you were low bid on this project again, or if it's a competitor, and you can see how they're bidding, how active are they. So they've had 89 low bids in the last 3 years. You can see where they're doing their bidding, the size of the projects that they're bidding. And then their other bids are what they bid that they didn't get, 474. So well over 500 bids is what they've done in the last 3 years. The last one that they didn't get was this one back a couple days ago in West Orange. And if you click on it, you can see that Reggio Construction was the one that got it. And here's, Sifeli down in here. So you can see that with any contractor that is bidding, and if you want, you can even track them. If you click this little circle here, now it turns white. Now you're tracking this contractor. Anytime that they pick up plans or place a bid, low or not, it will let you know. Okay, moving on to the next territory, Lower Hudson. Again, this is Orange, Rockland, and Westchester. I always put as many projects as I can on one page, so this way it's just easy to look through. Again, you've got, your bid date. These are projects that are bidding today, tomorrow, and so forth. You can take a look at the location if you want to. So if you're just trying to stick to a certain county, you can always see that in here, or you can, go by the actual title of the projects. So we've got stuff, like I said, there's something in Muncie, here's something in Peekskill. Let's take a look at this one. So this job is bidding August 30th, roadway improvement phase in Suffern. So again, same thing. You've got your owners, you've got where it's located, the documents. If you click here, it'll take you directly to the documents on BidNet. There's a contact. And it's just basically giving you, again, the work included, the description, also your quantities, and then your plan holders. So these are all of the contractors, the companies that have picked up plans on this particular project that are potentially going to bid this. So again, it could be your competitors, or it could be the GC that you are going to, that you want to work with. So you've got Morano Brothers, you've got Jonfia, you've got Tilcon, and then you have Interested. I'm Interested. So these are contractors, Salamone Brothers in New Jersey, and even Signs and Safety Devices, that have looked at this project. They are interested in this. And if you are the GC that's going to bid this project, you can reach out to these companies for your, for their services. All right. And then let's go up to bid results. So again, projects that bid yesterday and prior to that, let's take a look at, let's see this one. So we've got, restoration of Van Cortlandt Manor entrance. There's some type of paving in here. This one's on Croton. You can see Abbott and Price was the low bidder on this one. Let's take a look at this one, an annual paving program. So this looks to be more like a maintenance bid in Briarcliff Manor. And here are the people that bid this one. And here's actually who got it, which is Montesano Brothers. So same thing. If we click on Montesano, you can take a look and see, what are they holding plans on? They've got these 6 projects in here. And you can always click on the project to get to it, and, take a look at the details on it. Their low bids in the last 3 years is 43. Their other bids, 241. So again, they've bid, like 284 projects in 3 years. And, it just gives you some information, some insight to the companies. You can track them, which, it looks like I'm already doing. Okay. Then we've got New York City paving. So there are 44 projects in New York City. This is everything that's out to bid right now, again, with those keywords. And it's going to be, all 5 boroughs, and it'll be all the major agencies, exactly what's out in all the major agencies that's happening with, relevant to paving projects. So what do we have here? Let's take a look at this one. This is an SCA project. Let's take a look at this one, PS 175 in the Bronx. So same information where you're going to get your documents. There is a mandatory pre-bid meeting on August 28th. This is a PLA. The description, again, all your keywords highlighted, and then all of the companies that have picked up plans on this particular project. And you're going to see all different types of companies depending on what's involved here. We click on Deborah Bradley. You can see what they're working on. Here's what they're holding plans on. These 4 projects, what they've been low bid on, these 7, and then, their other bids. Okay. Let's go back to this one. And then we can see, everything that's out to bid right now in New York City. So there's a lot of projects. I'm trying to just really give you guys a quick overview. As I said, the best thing for us to do is to schedule a demo one-on-one so we can be more specific to your type of work. This is just really an overview of CIS, the type of projects that we're reporting on, what you can do with the reports. You can create as many reports as you want. They can be emailed to you. So you really can do anything. You can even create major agency reports if that's of interest to you. Okay, so New York City bid results from yesterday. Let's take a look at this one. Construction of green infrastructure retrofits for schools. Your description on this, a bunch of asphalt paving here, and then your low bidder. So this was DeFazio and everybody else that bid this project, which are a lot of people. This handshake means that PJS Group actually posted a sub-request specifically for this project. They were looking for certain subcontractors. DeFazio, same thing. Their low bids are these 13, the one from yesterday, and their other bids 100. So 113 projects in 3 years that they've bid, 13 of which they were low on. Okay. So that again were specific reports for paving. Just quickly, I want to show you a private project report. So the way that I did this, there's a couple different stages of what we can look at for the private work, but I did a report that is just called negotiated. And negotiated means that all of these projects in here already have a general contractor awarded. So as a subcontractor, if you wanted to just go straight to the GC, this is where you would do that. So some of these are in progress, which means that they've started the work, right? But it doesn't mean that it's too late for you, especially as a paving contractor. Starting the work can mean demolition has started, site work has started, or it can mean regular construction. But typically for a paving contractor, you can still, possibly get in there even if it's in progress. There's a lot of stuff in Brooklyn. Obviously, I'm just trying to scroll past some of these projects in Brooklyn to see what else we can take a look at. Here's, let's say this one in Chestnut Ridge. So All Seasons, Chestnut Ridge, exactly where this is located. So this is your private format, your owner developer. So your owner developer and contractor are all the same. Beztech Properties out of Michigan. So that's good to know. This looks like some kind of senior living. So sometimes, the owner will be located out of state and, somebody that's good to be able to reach out to. Maybe they don't have your type of contractor actually, working here. Work included. So here's some things that we'll add. It's not all of it, but it's some work included. Here's paving listed in here. And here's your description. It's a 4-story, 48-foot tall, 60,000 square foot senior living center. So, excuse me, and 154 parking spaces on 7.4 parcel acres. So what's good about this is the description's at least letting you know how much parking, how big the project is. So it does give you some insight, excuse me, as to how big it is and whether or not this is a good fit for you. And then what's important, I kind of skipped over this because I like to really look at the description first, is your planning notes. So again, we're going to those planning boards to get these projects. We're finding out what's happening. We're following up with owners, developers, and design firms. And when we're doing that, we're adding it to the planning notes. So prelim site plan will be reviewed by the Village of Chestnut Ridge on October 12th. But it was carried from April and also July. So hopefully something more will happen in October. So by you tracking this project, if I come up here and you can track any project, private or public, It's going to let you know when there's an update on this job. And you can see like King's Highway Asphalt has already listed themselves as being interested. And so you can do the same, but you still want to reach out to the contractor or the owner developer if that's important to you. But when you're doing that, if you click on the contractor, it'll just be what we looked at with the public projects. You can reach out to them about any other projects that they might be working on as well. Okay, so just quickly wanted to just give you at least one example of that. Excuse me. We go back to the desktop. There's other reports that are created that you can also, take a look at, but for time reasons, we're just going to stick to those. And here's our search bar. This is our construction directory. So this is where you can search for projects, a specific project, GCs and subs, which we're going to do, suppliers, equipment companies, professional services, architects, engineers, even surety companies if you need somebody that's, a new surety company. Owners, this is great if you don't know the name of the project, but you know the owner, you know the municipality, you know the school, you know what county it is, state, whatever it might be. You can search that way. Any of the major agencies. Sub requests. This is where GCs are actually posting projects because they need subs to reach out to them. So just to show you how somebody can find you. So actively bidding contractors are using this website, right? They can narrow their search down, by a specific territory. But if I click on the hard hat and I type in paving, I can go to the drop down, click on paving contractors. And now I'm going to get, we're now in the directory of all the paving contractors. So the first thing that comes up are these companies that are actually paying to be at the top of the page so that they get the attention of a GC. GCs are busy. So if you wanted to gain the attention of an actively bidding contractor, you can add yourself in here. So there are, these are companies that are advertising in North Jersey, South Jersey, but there are definitely other opportunities in New York City and Lower Hudson, and there still are opportunities in North Jersey because not all of these people are in North Jersey. And here's what it looks like. They're telling people who they are, what they do. So before they even click on their profile, they know that, MECO is a WM and an SBE certified contractor. So some good information for you there to be able to, think about if you wanted to, advertise your company. All right. And just really quickly, I want to show you the daily feed. So this is actually what you would receive every single day. This is what we call our daily report. And it's basically everything that we reported on for the day. We added all these projects the day before, and it comes out at night, and you can see exactly what's happening with the next day's information. So the two tabs that you didn't get to take a look at on our other reports are pre-planning and planning. So these are our really super early private projects, right? It can be a conceptual stage project. It can be a town selling off a piece of property to a developer. It could have the owner developer, it could have the design firm, it could have all that information listed. As a subcontractor, you're typically not going to get involved with pre-planning, but just in case you maybe developers or something that you're looking to get involved with, this is good information for you. So in this case, we've got LaFrac Organization as the developer. We know this is where the project is located. Your owner developer, also Newport Associates Development Company out of Jersey City, your design firm. Prelim and site plan application was approved on August 8th. And then exactly what's happening with this project. So this is early on. Planning is a little bit further along, but still a GC has not been approved. And that's what we're looking at here. So let's take a look at Slate Property Group in Brooklyn. So same thing, your owner developer, your design firm. There's actually paving listed in this one. See the target date. So that means we know that they're planning on breaking ground on this second quarter of 2024. Then the out to bid, the bid results, this is exactly what we looked at before in our custom reports, but now this is what everything is not customized. So this could be anything that's out to bid or any type of bid result. As you can see, the search bar is on the top of every single page. And then just the tracking. Here are some track projects that we have in here. When there's an update, there will be a flag. This is telling us this is a public project and the bid date, and this one is negotiated. Same thing with the tracking of contractors. This is what it looks like when there's an update. It's telling you exactly what these contractors have done. Just click on it and find out the update. So that's pretty much it. We have great customer service. Our phone number's on every single page. We are really your mom and pop project lead service. If you need anything, your customer service rep that's assigned to you would help you with literally everything that you need. There's also video tutorials. So that's pretty much it for the project information. Just to recap, we are the only local project lead service that is in your backyard hunting down your projects. And we're doing that because of our local reporters. The national service do not have local reporters. They can only get so much information from making phone calls and maybe going online. We have all of those resources right here in your backyard. So I would love to do a demo with anybody that's interested. You can see my phone number and my email is in my background. Actually, let me stop sharing. And then you can see that information. So this is how I can be reached. You can even send in information, in the chat if you're interested in a demo, but, would love to do something one-on-one to make it, easier for your company. So thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.